Hey guys, editor Matt McCall here to give you just a little bit of information about this week's newspaper. And no, it's been a long time no see, but I just figured that this was probably a good edition to get started looking back at some of this stuff, because this edition of the newspaper of the Weekly Observer is a little bit different than some of the other ones, or than all of the other ones actually. As you may have noticed, in the bottom right-hand corner of the newspaper, the Lake City News and Post and the Weekly Observer have joined forces, which means myself, Matt, and Donna Tracy from the Lake City News and Post are now combining our efforts into making a paper that services Lake City, all those areas that the Lake City News and Post used to cover, along with Johnsonville, Hemingway, Williamsburg County, basically all the same areas that the Weekly Observer normally covers will still be covered, and everything is basically going to stay the same. What this story sort of explains is that there's really not going to be too much difference in the amount of news that you're getting within the paper, because it's going to be a larger paper. This paper is bigger than last week's paper, which was just items from Hemingway, Johnsonville. And we really feel that the larger size of the paper is going to give us a better opportunity to cover the areas that we already cover, but give us a chance to do more in-depth stories and a little bit more of the long-form journalism that we're not really able to do whenever it's just one person working the paper. So now we're going to be, like I said, it's going to be basically the same paper. The only difference that you'll see is there's a Lake City story on the front, and there's Lake City stories within the paper itself, but with that, there's still the big picture, which is the old Hemingway Depot, which a lot of people seem to really enjoy on the Facebook page. And so a lot of the same elements that were in the Weekly Observer before are still going to be maintained with the new paper. And so, having said that, taking a look at this week's paper. And I feel this is a really strong paper. I think it's a really good paper. It's got a lot of information about it, a lot of pertinent information. And one of the stories is about the Williamsburg County School District and the amount of students that they have been losing over the years. And they lost about 250 something students last academic year, and they've been steadily losing students, and I think they've lost about 500 or so over the past 4 years, which is a lot for a school district that's only about 1,500 students to begin with. So that's one thing to look at. And also we've got a story that I did about realignment, and how Hemingway and Carver's Bay are going to be in a different region than Johnsonville, but the three teams are still going to play each other, but they'll be in different regions, and just sort of some of the implications that that's going to have on not just Johnsonville, that they're going to be playing in a different region as those two, but also on Carver's Bay and Hemingway, and they'll be playing basically a whole nother set of schools aside from the out of region teams that they normally play. And that's going to pretty much do it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me at the office. The number is 843-558. I don't know the number to the office, I'm sorry. How about email me? My email address is mmccoll@florencenews.com, and hopefully I'll have this at the bottom of the screen right here. So yeah, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask about the new paper, and we hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.